You know, Dana White impresses me more and more these days. Listen to what he says against Tucker Carlson about hating someone just because they vote differently than you.
The fact that you're the type of person that would actually hate somebody because of who they voted for shows me exactly who you are. I don't want to know you anyway. And I don't want to be friends with you either. So the feeling is very mutual. And it's not because of who you voted for, it's because of how you carry yourself. Who you vote for or what you decide to do with your life means nothing to me. That's your own personal choice. In America, this is a free country and you can choose to vote or do whatever you want to do with your personal life.
This should be a normal thing to say, but apparently in 2024, it is something radical, something brave to say. You know, to say that you don't need to hate someone just because they voted for, in this case, Trump. Because it always goes one way, you know. It's always about the right wing that is some hateful group, you know. The right wingers are extremists, you know. All those nonsensical terms. But it has to do with that certain people justify hating others because they voted for Trump. That's what Dana White is talking about. But then Dana White turns it around and then he says, I don't want to be friends with people that hate someone else just because he voted differently than you. I don't want to be friends with those people that cannot even see behind their own bubble, you know. Their own bubble says that if you vote for Donald Trump, if you vote something else, then you must be some bad person, then you must be some extremist. You know, you don't want to be friends with those people, you know. They label you, they hold you back, they put you in a box. And if you think differently, if you expand your knowledge and even express your worldview, then they will label you all kinds of things. And they will hold you down, hold you back, because they are afraid that you will think for yourself. And that's why I agree with Dana White. You know, it's ridiculous that we live in a world today. I thought that we will be way further ahead. But the reality is that we live in a world that holds people down, holds people back if they want to vote for a certain candidate. In this case, it's Donald Trump. And if you really think about what Dana White says about, it is about how you carry yourself. If you still value other people because they vote differently, if you still hold them in high regard, if you still respect them, then you're a decent human being. But if you think lowly of them, if you think badly about them, if you hate them, if you don't talk to them, if you violate their rights, then that says something about you. Then you're a dangerous one. Then you are actually the extremist in this case and not the person who voted for Trump or maybe voted for Kamala. And if you think that way, then that is something that tells us about you, who you really are. Are you some kind of a person that wants to control others? And if they don't listen to you, then you make life impossible for them. You don't speak to them, you don't love them, you don't respect them. You're almost dehumanizing them. If that is the person that you are, then I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be friends with you. Dana White doesn't want to be friends with you, and so many other people. And it also tells us that there's something wrong with you, you know. If that is the way you treat people, then I think there is something wrong with you. Like there's something messed up in your mind. If you want to control the people, then, you know, you can start with controlling yourself in a way that you don't control other people. You can control yourself if you have the desire to control others. Well, start controlling yourself. Focus on controlling yourself to love others, to treat others with respect, to treat others in high regard, in such a high regard that they are even elevated above yourself. That is what you can control. And if you are some control freak, control that and behave in a good way and treat people well. And it's amazing that a person like Dana White is a spokesperson of this behavior. You would expect that other people from other areas, from other backgrounds would say these things. But a person like Dana White is saying these things, and I respect him in such a way. It's incredible what he has done to the UFC. It's incredible that he supported Donald Trump and did so many things for Donald Trump, for America, for the liberty of people, for the freedoms of conscience of people. And that is why I cheer for him, and I hope he will stay successful in his life, have an amazing marriage, have an amazing friendships with so many people. And you never know what Donald Trump will use him for in the future. And we don't know what UFC will be. So let's hope he will and stay successful and stay blessed. And by that, I want to say thank you for watching this video. My name is Aaron, and this was Aarontainment. And I'll see you in the next video.